When Lucas got super sick after a few days of life, he was life-flighted to a bigger hospital that was further from our home. And the first night when he was so critical, we slept in plastic hospital chairs at his bedside all night long, not knowing how we were going to make this work, being an hour away from home. It was after that night that we found out about the Ronald McDonald rooms and had a place to stay for the rest of his hospitalization.
One day we're outside playing volleyball as a family, and the next day we're looking at an MRI that you just wouldn't believe until you saw it. It looked like there was a balloon in my daughter's head, and it was killing her. We shed more tears. I've cried here more than anywhere. In this house, the Ronald McDonald house, and everybody involved, they understand the people in these walls are hurting extremely bad.
When families come to the Ronald McDonald House, they need stability and security. But most of all, they need love. We welcome our guest families with open arms, some of whom have traveled great distances for the specialized treatment to give their children the best chance. Every family who comes here receives the peace and comfort of a home away from home. Ronald McDonald House offers a warm, welcoming place to stay for the whole family. We know it's important for parents and caregivers to be nearby when their children are in the hospital. It's also important for siblings and other family members to be present so families can stay together. Volunteers provide warm meals, freshly baked goods, and hospitality. Each year, thousands of families stay with us while their children receive critical care treatment at the Triangle's world-class children's hospitals. Even inside the walls of our partner hospitals, Ronald McDonald House offers respite. Our family rooms offer parents and caregivers free coffee and snacks, along with a place for quiet contemplation. Parents can do their laundry or even take a shower, all within steps of a sick child's bedside. Ronald McDonald House lifts their burdens so they can be there for their children.
I never thought it would be my family. Then Tuesday, August 16th, the pediatrician called first thing in the morning and said his inflammatory markers were extremely high. She said, "Jackson's fine, but," and that's when I knew something was really happening. She said we needed to get to WakeMed emergency department as quickly as possible, and that she was gonna call and tell them we were on our way. At that point, I knew my son was pretty sick, but we had no idea what it was. Throughout the day, we had a series of tests, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, blood work, and ultimately what we discovered is my son had a bone infection in his right femur, and they admitted us that evening to WakeMed Hospital. Wednesday was a very scary day for us. We did not know how serious the bone infection was. We weren't sure if damage had occurred to his leg. We didn't know if the infection had spread to his blood. We were terrified. And one of the doctors came in and said it could be septic, and my heart just stopped. And after she left the room, I excused myself and I ran down to the Ronald McDonald family room and I asked them, can I please just have that private space? And I shut the door and I cried and I prayed. I had to have that moment where I could just let all my fears out because I was terrified as to what was happening. You know, we went from a perfectly healthy child to suddenly talking about that he could be septic. I quickly learned I had resources at the Ronald McDonald room. They helped keep me fed. They had coffee for me. I used their toiletries. Because when your son or your child is sick like Jackson was, I did not want to leave his side. I did not want to go down to the cafeteria. I did not want to go home and pack a bag. They really became the support that I needed so I could be the best parent to Jackson that he needed in that moment. And as Jackson started to heal, and we started to get the infection under control. One of the things that was so great is the Ronald McDonald family room became his goal. So we started trying to slowly get him walking again, and that became his goal so he could walk down there and get his cup of noodles, get his Oreos, whatever treats they would give him. And it was kind of like our focus point was get down to that family room, you can have whatever you wanted. And the irony is I had been working with the Ronald McDonald House for the past 2 years. Volunteering, raising money, raising brand awareness, and now here it was, they were becoming the support that my family needed. Ronald McDonald House truly lifts burdens for families that need it.